We all have that drawer. You open a card, skim the flowery cursive, smile, and toss it into the dark to be forgotten. But if you actually stop and read the text on these things, you'll see a record of a massive shift in identity. It is the documentation of a person simultaneously being someone's child and someone's peer. Think about how human attachment works. For the first decade of a child's life, a parent's entire bond is built on raw survival. They nurture a vulnerable, completely dependent creature who cannot exist without them. Yet the stated goal of raising a kid is to eventually dismantle that exact dependence. You spend 20 years building a person who will, eventually, have no material need for you. The tension lies in what happens next. When that foundational dynamic of protector and protected disappears, the relationship has to find an entirely new reason to exist. That is the role of these seemingly cheesy greeting cards. They act as a psychological bridge, carrying the affection of the early years into a new phase of mutual independence. Take a look at this card. Soft watercolors and structured text blocks divide the message into emotional phases. At the top, it establishes a baseline of security. I cherish you more than anything, followed by a massive I love you. This unchanging baseline is vital. It signals to the child that the underlying love isn't conditional on them staying young or dependent. It is the anchor that allows everything else to change. Notice the illustration's framing. We see the back of the woman's head. She faces away, looking into a life the parent can't fully see. Watching her grow balances quiet nostalgia for the little kid alongside awe for the capable adult standing there. By putting all of this together on one page, the parent acknowledges the past while making it safe for the daughter to turn her back, step forward, and keep walking toward the future. Moving down the page, the text explicitly links the past to the present. The writer points out the journey from a carefree little girl to a beautiful, mature woman. This line does more than just state a fact. It honors the years of effort and growth it actually takes to reach adulthood, validating that the person she is today was earned. Then, in the final sentences, the mother's vocabulary shifts. She describes her daughter as a caring, compassionate, and wonderful person. This is a significant change in perspective. The parent is no longer praising the daughter for just being hers. She is evaluating her daughter's character as if she were describing a friend or a colleague. This shift in language signals that the old hierarchy of caregiver and ward is giving way. It's an invitation into a new dynamic where the parent views the child's choices and values with genuine respect. Parental pride becomes less about taking credit for a child's existence and more about admiring the specific, independent person they chose to become. So we arrive at the final stage of the timeline. The daughter is now a separate entity, navigating the world on her own terms. In moments of major change, we often look for a tangible signal to mark the end of one chapter. We need specific, external words to confirm that the transition we feel is actually real. These written messages provide that signal. By putting these sentiments on paper, the parent offers a physical marker that it is okay for the child to stand on their own and exist apart from the family unit. This tethering allows for a unique kind of freedom. Because the parent established that baseline of love earlier, the daughter can venture into her own life knowing that her independence hasn't cost her the relationship. The next time you see one of these cards, look past the watercolor and the cursive. These are artifacts of a bond that successfully navigated its own transformation. They prove that while the dependent child is gone, the relationship didn't have to go with her.